Alrighty, what's up everybody? It is I, your travel god of extreme, Peter Joseph here, for a late Monday afternoon, getting close to Monday evening and Monday night. And it's Monday night, you know what that means, we got Monday Night Raw coming away at the top of the hour from the Barclays Center in my neck of the woods, Brooklyn, New York. And no, I did not go. I'm here. I'm not even... Why would I go to the Barclays Center? I don't go to that place. I don't like it that much. But anyway, Raw coming up tonight. The aftermath of a pretty decent Summerslam. So, we're going to start the road to Paris tonight. So, the road to Clash in Paris 27 days from right now. Now! Everything I'm talking about right now is happening right now. What happened to then? Shut up! You missed it. It's your fault. But anyway, we got that. So, if you missed SummerSlam, I don't know where you were watching, but it is what it is. And we're going to talk about Night 2 SummerSlam in just a second, but we got that. But Raw coming up tonight. Should be great. We got Seth freaking Rollins. He is a revolutionary. He is a visionary. He's Seth freaking Rollins. He's gonna come out, celebrate his new world title that he cashed in on the former champion that lasted like, what, 20 seconds? Not even 20 seconds, like about a minute and a half, almost 2 minutes. CM Puke, we're probably gonna hear from him too. Maybe they run it back at Clash in Paris. I don't know. But we'll see what happens with that. Naomi, still our Raw Women's Champion. And a whole lot more tonight in Brooklyn, New York. In the BK, because it's the best borough of them all. Not the BX. Fuck the BX, because those fucking Yankees. Who got swept by the Marlins. I know the Mets lost 2 or 3 to the Giants. He got blown out yesterday, but fuck, who cares? Who cares? We're still in the wild card race. We're at the number 5 seed, so, you know, we got 6 weeks left of the season, so it gets a little bit, I'm getting a little bit nervous, you know, but not panicking yet. Not time to panic, Met fans. But, you know, we need some wins here and there. But yeah. Phillies got Baltimore tonight. The Mets are at home against the Guardians for a 3-game series before they go to Milwaukee for like a weekend and then come back. And that's that. So what happens tonight. And yeah, they did get another guy, and they optioned a guy from the minors. So no, that's gonna work for them. For the horrible fucking starting rotation, just abysmal right now. Ugh. But we'll talk about that later. But like I said, thank you for watching right here on the Peter Joseph channel. I'm your crazy host, the man who wears a lot of In This Moment gear. Because I love In This Moment. In This Moment. Coming to a town near you, almost about 12 more days of the tour. Of the Hell Hath No Fury tour. And then they're going on the next leg of their, the next tour, starting in September. I think it's the Dark Days Tour, or something like that. So, check it out. Check out their new single, Heretic, off the upcoming album, ITM 9, which we don't have a name yet, but it's technically titled ITM 9. Check it out on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever you listen to In This Moment. Listen to it. It's going to make your head explode. Trust me on that. And we got that. I don't even know what the Heretic... I gotta look at the actual views for Heretic. Not the video itself, but... They don't have a video, but, you know, just the audio part. I think it's got about, at least I hope, about 1 million plus hits. Who knows? I gotta look at it. I'll check it later. But anyway, we got that. But I hope you're having a great day. I hope you had a great Monday. I had a great weekend. The unofficial first weekend of August. Now we start the first official week of August. We are at August the 4th, 2025. Thank you for watching on this Monday evening. And like I said, we got Monday Night Raw coming up in just a little bit. We'll talk about that probably later or maybe tomorrow. Well, we'll see what happens with that. I will be doing Collision and TNA Ring of Honor, either tonight or might be tomorrow. Who knows? I'm a little bit backed up, and I apologize for that busy weekend, with SummerSlam and life. So, we move on with that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this particular video, thank you for watching once again. It is time for your late and kinda out of date WWE SummerSlam Night 2 Review! 2 Review! It sounds like Nick Jackson almost. Lucha Libre! Oh, here he comes. Did somebody say my name? Angelito Lese! How you doing, muchachos and muchachas? Ay, 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 senoritas! Ay, 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 lucha libre! Hey, what do you think of Mr. Iguana and Psycho Clown at SummerSlam? I think those guys are great, but they're not as good as me, ese pero. Because I kick ass. You kick ass, but you fear Rosito, though. Ah! Okay. He's playing the stalls again! Knock next time! Knock! Did you see anything? No, sir. I didn't see you play with your dolls again. Good! Good old Spaceballs reference. You gotta love that movie. If you hate Spaceballs, you haven't seen it, I'm gonna come to your house and smack the fuck out of you. I swear to God. I'm not playing around. You haven't seen Spaceballs. What is wrong with you? I mean, Rosa has... she's seen it now, but... I had to basically force her to watch it. She loved it. Took a while to see Princess Bride. I'm like, you haven't seen Princess Bride? What? What? What are you missing here? Yeah, but you loved it, Umperdink. Now, you can't hump my dick yet. No, not now. Later. Well, after dinner, we'll hump her dick, okay? You know what I meant. She'll hump my dick later. But it's another story for another time. But, yeah. You haven't seen those two movies, or Back to the Future? We got problems. We can't be friends. We can't be best friends. We're not best friends. I'm sounding like Grimm's Toy Show. Ugh! Hi, Dave. David! Alright. So that's that. Alright. So SummerSlam Night 1 was pretty good with Seth freaking Rollins shocking the world, the heist of the century 2.0 this year, but 3 officially. Comes out and shockingly he's like, I'm not hurt, fuck these crutches. And then basically beats the fuck out of CM Punk to end Night 1 on a great note. But then last night, we opened with it was an amazing show. And then we get to Cena and Cody, which was a great match. Bad ending. But then it got very good because we saw a beast. The cowboy, the beast. Brock Lesnar. We'll talk about the beast. Or Beastie, for East of saying Beastie in a little bit. Alright, so we are once again emanating from Jet Life Stadium, because we know who owns that stadium. Not the Giants, it's the Jets. Speaking of the Jets, they're on this Saturday, first week of the preseason. Hey! The Jets got a primetime game, but it's not even on actual local TV, unless you have Channel 55 here in New York. That's why WOW Women of Wrestling is on at midnight. Why? The game's at 8 is going to end at like 11 o'clock. So you have the time slot. I don't get why it's at midnight. Well, we go with that. I mean, it's going to be another epic episode of Women of Wrestling. It's probably one of the greatest women's wrestling shows for all time. It's not even a women's wrestling show on TV. Glow, go by, Glow, the TV show, was great back in the 80s. The Netflix show, which lasted 2+ seasons, should have went a third, but Awesome Kong got hurt. And then Netflix just, fuck that. Damn. That was good. I like that. But, and then, Jeannie Buss, the co-owner of the Lakers with her, I don't know if they're married or whatever they are now. But yeah, she made Women of Wrestling, AJ Lee, it was a partner. That was great. It got a lot of great talent. It's a good show. I know some of the women botch a lot, but, still, it's a great show on a Saturday night at 11 o'clock. Or 12. Still, great show. Lots of great stars. Valentina, what's her name? What's her NXT name? Valentina Perez, I think her name was. She's in WW as Gabriella Cruz. There's a lot of people there. Hollywood J is really, Hollywood Haley, Haley J. If you follow her on the indie scene, like I do. Great one half of the women's tag team champions. With Penelope Ford, former WW women's champion. Now the women's title, which Tormenta won like about 2 weeks ago. She fought Reina Del Rey, hurt her shoulder on a basic move. And now the women's world title is... I don't know what's going to happen now. They should give it to my girl Genesis. David McClain, you fucker. Or should give it to my girl Fury, the Metal Madness goddess. Ugh. But, well, who knows who's going to get that belt now, but... Santana Garrett. We know Santana Garrett. Most of you do. She's been in WWE a little bit, NXT. She was at the Mae Young Classic a little bit. Lost, of course, but... she gets a few wins here and there. She was a former WWE Women's Champion. Great show. I love Women of Wrestling on Saturday nights, right after Collision, When it's, when Collision's usually on Saturday nights, which it is going to be this week. But good stuff. And actually, one of the women actually follow me on Instagram. I think it's Katarina Jinx. Me and her got nothing to get to a war per se, but I think she put up a video and some move she hit or she got hit with. I go, ooh, that had to hurt. And then she replied, oh, you think? I go, yeah, I think. What, you want me to do it on you? No, I'm retired. You have to. Dave McLean has to pay me a lot of money for that shit. But I digress. If he wants me to be a commentator, Dave, call me. Jeannie Buss, AJ Lee, give me a call or hit me up on Twitter. Just at Peter Joseph or Peter. Just find Peter Joseph on Twitter. Or just look, watch the video. Go to my gobbledygook down there. The description box. You see my Twitter handle. But Tony Khan, I'm talking to you too, bitch. You owe me a job. So do you, Brett Lauderdale. I didn't even see you at the show, but still owe me a job. Actually, I did see him. He passed me by, and I go, Brett, you owe me a job. Telling you, me and Joe Cronin need to work for WWE or AEW or an indie promotion. I know Joe still does. I don't know if he does anymore, but he did some indie work. I kind of did a little bit with FSW. We all know that story, which was a good story, but not a bad story. But in any case, Hunter, Hickenbottom, Tony Khan, even you, Mr. Obadi-san. No, Mr. Obadi-san, yes. From New Japan, I'll do some commentary. I'm just saying. Might be a little rusty, but I'll still do it. Tope Suicida! Oh my god! I'll just emulate, like, Joey Styles. By God, Jim Ross! By God almighty! He is broken in half! By God almighty! Stone Cold! Okay. Have to calm down with that one, Then you never know. Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby Heenan might come out. Janetti tried to jump out the window to escape. You saw that, Gorilla? Are you blind? You don't need Janetti. Tag team specialist. Calm down. Get up there. Get up. Get over there. Go to that commentary booth in the sky, man. Come on now. You know, Mike, can you get them over there? Yeah, get over there, you asshole! Thank you, Mike. You didn't have to say asshole, but, they're great old farts, You're not an old fart. Yeah, look at me. I look great. I'm awesome. I look great. You don't age here. Yeah, I know. You don't age up there anyway. Because there's no age limit in freaking heaven. You can bang an 18-year-old there, Mike. Oh, yeah, I've seen some of those 18-year-olds in heaven. Oh, yo, but yeah, they're always more awesome looking than me. Yeah, you don't have to get that, pedophile label, down here. I don't like when these freaking people calling you a pedophile, because you're not. You're awesome, Mr. Joseph. I know, Mike, I know. They don't know that. Why? Because they're fucking idiots. Tell them, Mike, you tell them. Don't mess with my friend Peter Joseph. I'll come down from heaven and I'll kick your ass. I'll put you through a plane, paint a glass table, and I'll... Okay, Mike, calm down. Calm down. I'm sorry I'm getting really riled up, Mr. Joseph. But, if people who mess with you just piss me off. Put them through a table. I'm awesome. You're awesome, too. Should be in the Hall of Fame. I am in the Hall of Fame. The YWC Hall of Fame. I'm number 1. Now, tribal God, they don't even know that, They think I'm talking to myself when I talk to you and Eddie and, everybody else. Man, I don't know satire, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. What do you want? What do you want to say, Jerome? I want to say these motherfuckers are stupid. Motherfucker. Exactly, Jerome. Thank you. I'll cut them in half with this sight. Get that sight away from me, you son of a bitch. Jerome, put that thing up your ass. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna calm down now, because, I'm gonna probably get clipped. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. It's comedy, it's satire, I wish you would do it. But you don't, because you sit at home on your Commodore 64 computers and suck my dick. That's all you do. Jack off. That's all you do. And then you do your stupid, boring, lame as fuck community posts. And your stupid memes, and stupid video memes that look like shit. Don't get mad at me when they get taken down. Because you have no fucking life. You have to worry about what I do and what I say on YouTube and what I do in my real life. Because you have no real life. You have no fucking girlfriend you claim you do. You have kids and everything. Bullshit! If you do, good, but, you're wasting your time. Why are you wasting your time on YouTube worried about what I do? Why don't you go out with your wife or your girlfriend and your kid? Go spend some time with them instead of being on YouTube. Fucking idiots. You think I spend my time on YouTube 24/7? No! You can't prove it. Why did you show your watch time hours? No. Because it doesn't matter. I am not on YouTube 24/7, 365. I have a life. I go to doctor appointments. I go to other things. I have events to go to. Because I work! You don't. Or if you do, good for you. Still don't make more than me and you don't know anybody. Fuck you. Go clip it. I don't give a fuck. That's all you can do is clip my shit, put it on your dumb fucking channel, your freaking commentary channels, and just make fun. That's all you can do. It's stupid. You think you're the high priest of everything. You think you're tough when you're not. You think you're hot shit when you're not. Because you think your shit don't stink. No. Oh, you like think your shit don't stink, but a little bit closer, baby. Roses really smell like ooh, 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 ooh. Good old Outcast, I love that. You don't like Outcast? Fuck you! That's real rap. They're better than Kendrick Lamar. Yes! I just like to put that in there. They're better than that idiot Ren, too! Okay. Now, let's get to some wrestling, please. Let's get to them. Calm down. Alright, thank you, Andrade. Tranquilo, ese! Tranquilo, why are you so crazy? Take it easy. Okay, thank you, Andrade. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Moving on. Alright, let's get to night 2 of SummerSlam. Once again, Michael Cole and bad news, Wade Barrett. I'm afraid Michael Cole, I got some bad news for you, you fucker. Okay. Alright, once again, Michael Cole and bad news, Wade Barrett on commentary for SummerSlam Night 2. Electric Boogaloo. Alright, so we start off with another video package, what happened on Saturday night, on night 1, along with that Trusky guy. Who the fuck is that guy? I mean, really, who the fuck is that guy? I mean, who are you? What do you do here? Ah! You know? Well, who's this Trusky guy? Drusky, Zambuski, who gives a fuck who this guy is? Talks about how this is another chance to shake up the world. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? You're just some guy. Coming down the aisle, weighing 250 pounds, some guy! From the outer limits of your fucking mind. The skeleton! No. Alright, see, I could do ring announcing if I wanted to. The bitch, Cody Rhodes! Okay. Cody! MDK Cody! Alright, then we get the regular opening. Features various reaction shots from the crowd. Speaking of the crowd, 2 dumb bitches started a fight. I think it was last night. For what? You fighting over Roman Reigns, how great he is? Or you gotta fight Issa too? Dumb fucking bitches, man. Starting a fight at a fucking show that I got kicked out of. I mean, really? Why would you start a fight at a wrestling show? I don't care if it's an indie show with like 30 people there. Why would you start a fight? I didn't get enough beer! I'm not drunk! Fuck that guy in the 5th row! Shut up! What the fuck, man? Why would you... I mean, dumb. We got people fighting in the crowd, people in the tippy top of MetLife Stadium fucking. I mean, that's a good thing, you know, don't get caught though, but... Not that I might... That's not on my bucket list of him. Go to fucking, like, Citi Field, go up to the upper deck and nobody's looking, like, so fucking, you know... Come on. I might do that at home for free. But, you know, people actually do it, and somehow they get caught on the Tron. And then everybody's like, yeah! You're good! And then next thing you know, the security goes like, oh. They're still going at it. I mean, you know, get it done and then get out of there. Just get it, you know, get up there quick, get it done as fast as you possibly fucking can, and then get the fuck out of there. Like, oh, I'm just sitting there. Anyway, we're waddled up tonight. Alright, then we got the game with the Bubuscus news. Talking about SummerSlam. Alright, he fires the crowd up with, "You ain't seen nothing yet." Then he's like, "Are you ready?" Then, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching at home, and just because I'm great, let's get ready to suck it! Yeah. I say that every night when I'm doing the misses. Let's get ready to... Ready to tango. Ready to rumble. Whatever. Alright, so we start off match number 1. Not the match of the night, per se, but great match. Triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship. We got the crazy woman, Naomi, proceed with caution. Her dad played her out. I didn't even know her dad played that mighty guitar. Very well done. That was almost as awesome as Mikey. Right, Mike? Yeah, I don't play the guitar, but I'm pretty awesome. Okay. You would be more awesome if you did play the guitar. Yeah, maybe I'll ask Eddie Van Halen to help me practice, you know. Yeah, we'll get Eddie. any of those guys, Eddie, Randy, Randy Rhoads and all the other guitar players, Jimi Hendrix, they'll teach you how to play the guitar. And you can dress up as a 70s, that 70s show Mike. Remember that? When you were like the hippie Mike? Yeah, I remember that. I got all the fat chicks too. Yeah. So you get more. You get more up there. I mean, there's like a gazillion people up in heaven you can probably do, Mike. All the women's wrestlers besides Mae Young and Moolah and Matilda the Hun. You can actually do some actually hot women that passed away up there, man. Yeah, I want to do that chick from MASH. Really? Hot Lips? You want to do her? I think she's cool. Okay. Okay. Not as awesome as me, but cool. Okay, Mike, we get it. Thank you. Bye! Okay. Tell you, this guy's crazy. Alright, so we got Naomi defending against the former champion, Io Sky, my third amazingly hot Asian wife, and Mommy Rhea Ripley, my brutality! Raw. You don't like Motionless and White? Fuck you two! I'm gonna get that. Alright, this was an amazing match. Went almost 16 and a half minutes. But we're gonna get near the end because we're gonna paraphrase a little bit. Some good spots there. In there, we go to outside. Io hits an acai moonsault onto Naomi and Mommy. Goes back in. Goes for the over the moonsault. Gets broken up. So Io tries to go up again and hits Mommy Rhea Ripley with it. But then Naomi rolls Io up for a near fall. We get a triple down. All the women are down. Rhea's back up with Riptide on Naomi. Io had to make the save. And then Io and Mommy kick Naomi out to the floor. And then Mommy flippy dippity doos on the Naomi, which you rarely see. From Mommy. You don't see many flippy dippity doos. But anyway, Io follows them outside. Powerbombs Rhea onto Naomi. Ow! That was a nasty landing. Go back in, and Rhea catches Io on top for a super riptide. She hits that, but then Naomi's like, fuck you! And then, basically, she comes up from behind and says, oh, you ain't pinning Io! And then she rolls her up with a fruit roll-up with a handful of underwear, or a thong, whatever you prefer. 1, 2, 3, Naomi retains, as, Mommy took the pin. So Naomi retains, and Mommy was pissed! I mean, pissed, and Io's like, ah! I need the title! You'll get it back, Io. You get it back, my baby. But, yeah, Naomi gets the win, retains, great match, 3.5 out of 5 stars. Man, that's that. We move on. Alright, then, before we get to the 6-way TLC ladder match for the SmackDown Tag Team titles, we had a couple of old friends. 25 years ago, TLC 1 took place with the Dudley Boys. Devon! What? Get the table! Alright, so we got the Dudley Boys. My name is Bubba Ray Dudley. I met that guy. Not a great time. I mean, he's a cool guy and everything, but yeah, I fucked up. Because I said that the Dudleys were in the WWE Hall of Fame, and we're in the TNA Hall of Fame. And he really chewed me out on that one, but still. Still, good guy. Good guy. I used to go out with Velvet Sky, lucky bastard. How do you get rid of her? Why? I mean, if you weren't going to get rid of her, you should have gave it to me. She's with another guy now. Well, she was with a guy that cheated on her. Oh, boy, that guy was dumb. Why would you cheat on Velvet Sky? I mean, really? You dumb fuck. I hope you go be with some other chick that's not even as hot as her. Idiot. Now Velvet's on her own now. I'm glad she's on the single line now, but she really could be with me. But I just say. Alright, then we got the Hardy Boys. Ah! So we have Matt Hardy, did it! Brother, you know I knew you'd come. And then we have Jeff Hardy, dude! Yeah. Yes! Alright, so they're there, in the crowd, celebrating TLC 1, which is amazing. If you haven't seen that, where have you been? Alright, so we get to TLC 9 million for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. This was match of the night. We got the Wyatts, Dexter Lumis, and Joe Gacy, along with Uncle Howdy. Bo Dallas, Eric Rowan was there, Nikki Cross, DIY, Johnny Gargano, and the Psycho Killer! Tommaso Ciampa, along with the beautiful Candice LeRae. They were there. They take on Andrade and Rey Fenix. And they take on the Motor City Machine Guns. Bam. Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. They take on the former champions, the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. They take on Fraxium, A-Kid, and Ben Frazier. And obviously, the object of the match is to get those tag team titles from the rafters, get them down, and, well, one of the partners gets it, they win the match and the titles. This match was crazy as shit, as the great man you, sir, Jay Briscoe, reached for the sky, boy. And another one, you know, how'd it go? He went buck wild on that bitch! What? Buck wild! Yeah, exactly. Crazy as shit. This match was nuts. It was just lots of crazy fucking spots. Everybody was down after Dawkins goes up and gets taken down by A-Kid's super Spanish fly through like 6 million fucking tables. Damn. And then everybody's down, and then Candice LeRae, B-Fab, who was at ringside, and Nikki Cross, they go for the belts. No DQ, they can do whatever the fuck they want. They get pulled back down. Candice goes up again, gets knocked down through a bridge ladder after, I forgot who knocked into her husband, Johnny Gargano, who knocked into Ciampa into the ladder, and then freaking Candice just went, woo, bam, right? Knee first. Ow. And then everybody, Ciampa even was like looking at, and Andrade was even concerned with Candice. I was like, damn, she had to break her knee or something. Because it landed really, really, really bad. I was like, damn, Candice, Jesus. She might have broke her leg. I mean, if you haven't seen Candice LeRae on the indie circuit, back in the day, she was a wild woman. Wild, crazy spot she took. The spiked super kick of Doom from the Bucks when her and Joey Ryan were going after the PWG tag belts and won. Candice was a bloody mess. I was like, damn. I was like, her period blood was coming out of her fucking face. It was just disgusting. And they still won the match. And then the lumbar check from freaking Cedric. Oh. She went, boing! She went like 15 feet in the air and came down. Like, shit. And everybody's mad at Cedric for that. I'm like, why would you be mad at Cedric? You killed her! She took it pretty well. She sold that shit. Woo! And I met Candice a couple of times. And Johnny Gargano and Ciampa. Just amazing people. Just amazing people. Because I'm better than you, and you know it. And yes, I did meet Maxwell Jacob Fartknocker about 1 million times. Because he was in FSW, at BW, Tier 1. Was almost Wrestle Pro. Creative Pro. Because he comes from Long Island, New York, the shithole. Sorry, Max, but it is. So we'll get that. Anyway. So that was a crazy spot. And then Eric Rowan comes in and cleans house until the Prophet sent him through a table in the corner. Ow. And then Ciampa goes up, the Guns move the ladder. Ciampa's like hanging like Jeff Hardy, grabbing the ladder. I'm like, where's the egg spot? The spear off the, from the top of the ladder, spears him and he goes down. Like WrestleMania 20-something, I forget what number that was. Anyway, but I think we did get that spot. Ciampa pulls himself up onto the belt to send Frazier crashing. That was crazy. DIY goes up, but Uncle Howdy comes in to shove them both down. DIY goes crashing through a bunch of tables at ringside. I mean, somebody called a lumber yard. Got some wood. Ben Frazier goes up and gets caught in Uncle Howdy's mandible claw. Look at this, Mick Foley. What do you think about that, Mick? Using his move? I thought it was very nice. Would you like a Dorito? No, I don't want no Doritos. I actually have to buy some. Thank you for reminding me, Mick. I have to buy some Doritos tomorrow if they're on sale. Well, I hope they're on sale because they're very tasty. Mikey likes it. No, Mike also doesn't like Doritos. Hey, Mick, shut up. I don't like those fucking Doritos. Stop talking about it. Okay, Mike, calm down. I'll talk to him. He's talking about Mikey Whipwreck, that other schmuck. Oh, yeah, he's a schmuck, too. I kicked his ass in ECW. Okay. Alright, so he hits that. He basically puts his hands down Ben Frazier's throat. Andrade dives up with a sunset flip bomb. Oi! Brings him back down. But then the, Dexter and Joe Gacy go up. Gacy pulls down the titles to retain the titles. And still, your SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Wyatt Six. Great match. 4.25 out of 5 stars. Loved it. I was hoping the Profits would win it back. I mean, there was an outside chance I would have gave it to Ben Frazier and A-Kid. Gave it to Fraxium, but But once again, the Wyatts win. Now we got a whole problem again. Who's gonna be next? So, probably one of the wildest tag team divisions in all of WWE right now. The SmackDown Tag Team Division. Not so much the NXT Tag Team Division, which is garbage right now. I mean, who's gonna beat Hank and Spank? Really? Who? Who? Who's gonna be those guys from Evolve? The guys, the guy that looks like Shane Douglas? You don't look like me, and if you don't think he does, you can suck my ass! Okay, calm down. Shane, calm down. Well, maybe get Francine, can you? Thank you. Shut up, Shane! Alright, Mike. I put him through a freaking table once, so I'm doing it again. Okay. We don't need violence. Stop it. Alright, 16-minute match. The Wyatts get the win. 4.25 out of 5 stars. Moving on. Alright, then we're going to look at Seth Rollins cashing in last night in like 6 million languages. Seth Rollins! Ay, ay, ay! Excelente! Now I'm going to get letters from everybody. I don't care. We'll get that. Alright, match number 3 for the Women's Intercontinental title. Anything goes. If Lyra does not win, she can never face Becky as long as she's the champ. And if, Becky was there something with Becky lost? She can't. No. Alright, so we got The Man! Becky Lynch with a new theme. Great theme. Loved it. I don't know who sings it or does it, but good shit. Alright, she takes on the Lassie bitch from Ireland. The mime herself. What are you doing this? What is this? What, are you going to a wall? Like, mime. Alright, so we have the mime, Lyra Valkyria. This was another crazy match. Crazy as shit. Lyra says Becky into the ring post, out, then over the announcer's table, then Michael Cole! Damn! Alright, then the tables. How many tables did they have last night? I mean, did they have a sale on tables at Home Depot? Or Lowe's? I mean, really? I mean, how many? They they had to have at least 40 or 50 fucking tables underneath the ring. It was crazy. Well, they had them in the back. They brought them out after the TLC match. We're gonna put them under the ring. So nobody can see. Oh, we can see perfectly! Morons. Alright, so we get that. Becky uses the delay to whip out a chain. Wraps it around Lyra's mouth. Aye. As commentator gets into it about whether Lyra is a threat to Becky without having beaten her. And Michael Cole's like, she has beaten her! That was like 2, 3, 4 matches ago. Anyway. Becky knocks her down, grabs a toolbox, and gets a hard shot in for a near fall. Then she finds some zip ties. What is this, Nick Gage? Come on now. Finds some zip ties and ties Lyra's hands together and then beats the fuck out of her. Smart, Becky. As we move on. Then some chairs are loaded up. Lyra somehow gets out of the zip ties. Slips her arms around Becky, gets a belly to belly, and then gets back up. And then the camera actually showed the freaking zip tie coming undone. Oh, that's bad. Manages a moonsault with the hands still tied together. Technically. Then the turnbuckle pad comes up. Becky sends Lyra to the floor, where Lyra, still with her hands tied, and it was still coming off. She comes out with a fire extinguisher. And Lyra uses the edge of the fire extinguisher handle, ow, to cut herself free. Actually, that's smart. On those with a kendo stick, they keep going, beating the crap out of each other. We got a manhandle slam onto the open chairs. Ow! For a near fall, Becky ties her up in a chair, kicks away, including ramming Lyra into the announcer's table again, which didn't break. I am the table. Becky grabs the crowbar, but then we see she wasn't advertised for for SummerSlam. We got Bayley. Give me a hug. She takes it away, starts beating up Becky. She's like, "You stole everything from me, you bitch!" She misses a running knee, but Lyra comes back up with a leg drop to send Becky through the table. Then back in the ring, they go for their finishers. They both get countered, and then Bayley, accidentally knocks Lyra silly with that chain that Becky had, and then Becky finishes off Lyra. 1, 2, 3, so with the manhandle slam in 25 minutes. Match was alright, but still 2.5 out of 5 stars. So now, Lyra finally is get her away from the Women's Intercontinental title. Stop pushing her down our fucking throats. So now I guess Bayley can go after Becky for the women's title. Probably win it. Maybe a Clash in Paris or in Crown Jewel. I don't know. Lyra back to the line. Hopefully, we get that. And by the way, 3-3 again in predictions. So I went 500 for SummerSlam. Can't win them all. Alright, match number 4, inside a steel cage, brother. We got, for the United States title, Solo Mibuki with the wrestler MFT, which came out later. Hikuleo, Tongaloa, and JC Mateo, they were all out. He takes on Jacob Fatu. Yeah, I mean, not the greatest cage match in the world, but still. Jacob had to fight basically everybody in MFT who sought to climb the cage because you can't even get out. There was no way for Jacob to get out. So I think he had to win by pinfall or escape the cage, or I don't know about submission, but I don't know, if it's traditional rules or whatever. But anyway, that gets broken up. I forgot who managed to handcuff Jacob to the cage. I think it was JC Mateo handcuffed Jacob to the cage. Solo goes for the door, but then Jacob's like, ah! Like he thinks he's Goldberg, breaking the fucking handcuffs apart. And barely made the save, but then Hikuleo slams the cage door on Jacob's head. Ow! And then Solo, slithers out to retain the title. So, there you go. I knew Jacob was going to win, but I didn't think like that. But okay, we'll go with it. So still, match, 2.5 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, Jimmy Uso came out. Well, when did Jimmy come out? It was later. Let me look at my notes. Yeah, Jimmy did come out, but I forgot where. I think somewhere in the middle. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Jimmy did come out, gets taken out without any trouble. But anyway, after the match, Jimmy gets back up, goes after Tonga Loa and JC Mateo. They're thrown inside the cage. Jacob takes both of them now and whips their ass. And then he goes looks for the triple jump moonsault. He's like, he goes up and he sees the top of the cage. I'm like, I'm interested in going up top to the tippy top of the cage. And everybody's like, don't do it! Don't do it! My goal's like, don't you dare do that! You gonna tell somebody to not go up to the top of the cage and do an epic move? So Jacob hits the triple jump moonsault off the top of the cage on the both of them, and then Jacob gets up like nothing happened. That was great. But I think the the feud between Solo and MFT and Jacob and Jimmy and who knows, maybe Roman and Jay getting involved next. I still think there's gonna be another Summerslam. Oh no, sorry, Survivor Series match. Survivor Series War Games match with MFT versus the Bloodline, the new Bloodline. We have to see what happens with that. Let me move on. Oh, it was announced that Full Gear, November the 22nd, and it's coming back to where it was a few years ago, Newark, New Jersey, at the Prudential Center, and tickets are going on sale pretty soon, so go get them. November the 22nd, a week before Survivor Series. Full Gear, the next to last pay-per-view of the year for AEW, because we got World's End in Chicago, December the 27th, to end the year. And don't forget Ring of Honor Final Battle. Don't know the date yet, but it will be at the Hammer Scene, and I will be there. And you won't. And that's that. Moving on. Alright, yeah. Alright, so 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. Match number 5 for the Intercontinental title. We had Eddie's son, Eddie. Your son. That's my son. The great man that he is, Eddie Guerrero. That's me. Yeah, but your son, Dominic Guerrero. Ese pero. He comes out, defends the belt against AJ Bad Hair Styles, who comes out in a hoop-de-hoop. Eddie, what do you think of that? Paying homage to you, with his son next to him. What's his name? Ryder? I don't even know what the fuck his name is. And then he comes out with a Styles Heat shirt, and he starts doing this, the Eddie Guerrero dance. What do you think about that, Eddie? I didn't really like that. I thought that was very offensive. He stole my car! No, I don't know if that was your car. It was actually your car. Kinda looked like it. I have many cars here. I know, hoop-de-hooping up in heaven with Joni, China, and everybody else. You're having a great time, listening to that salsa, merengue, and bachata music. Maybe some of that Bad Bunny up there. You have a DJ somewhere, you have merengue night or some shit. Yeah, we drink all the sangria. We have a great time, but it gets drowned out by that metal music as I can't stand it. I'll tell them to turn it down, but I can't turn it down because it's Ronnie James Dio and Ozzy. Ozzy. Well, Ozzy's a great guy. That's a great guy. So I won't say nothing bad. Okay. Yeah, but I'm not gonna tell him to turn it down. You go in another area and you guys have fun playing your great music. Anyway, Eddie's son takes on AJ Styles for the Intercontinental title, and it was a pretty good match. AJ puts the calf crusher on Dom. That gets broken up, and we get a rep bump. Oh boy, we always get a rep bump somehow with Dom. So Dom grabs a chair, throws it to AJ. Actually, he slammed it down like Eddie would do, and then drops down. AJ's like, boing, and he puts it around his head, boing, and then he's down. The referee's like fixing the turnbuckle pad, and he's like, what the fuck? So that was a nice spot. Everybody's chanting, Eddie, Eddie. They chant your name, Eddie. I know, because I did that. I like cheat and steal, and I win titles, and I beat that pendejo Rey Mysterio. I did that in the same fucking thing I did. Delay. Where he thinks he's great, he tried to pawn me off in his, ese pero. He tried to cheat, but I was smarter than him. He beat that pendejo up. That's right, Eddie. You're better than Rey Mysterio. Anyway, moving on. Alright, so that was a great spot. The Eddie spot was always great. Then AJ puts the cat crush on again, but he pulls and the boot comes off. So Dom Dom escape, and the referee has to duck a swing. I think the swing of the boot by AJ. So Dom boots AJ in the head. Well, I guess his other foot. Then he goes up top, hits the Eddie Galero, I said, the frog splash, which was great. He did it just like me, I said, because I'm his papi. You know I'm his papi. Fuck Ray. I know. Calm down. Anyway, so Dom hits the Eddie Galero frog splash. 1, 2, 3. Still, your reigning, defending Intercontinental Champion. I thought he was going to lose it to AJ, but not yet, I guess. So maybe something tonight on Raw. But Dom Dom gets the win. Great match. 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright, then we have a special guest. Stephanie McMahon. Hi, Steph. I miss you. She announces that the attendance, 60,561 fart knockers for a 2-night total of $113,722. Congratulations. Oh, sorry. I'm thinking of The Price is Right or any game show. A new car! Okay. 113,722 screaming marks at MetLife Stadium this past weekend. And probably more in Paris. Coming up for Clash in Paris later on. Alright, then we get to the main event for the unified title. John Cena! Who comes out with his, with his old theme. You can see me, fine knuckle shuffle. Hello, kids. That was great. He gets a big ovation. And then Cody comes out using one of his dad's quotes. The view never changes. Appears on the screen like we're watching. And the freaking font looked like something out of God of War. And then he comes up with a new Skeletor-like mask. Skeletor. Until we meet again. They had a great match, big match intros. Cena then gives him a hug. And I really thought we were going to get that double turn. Because we saw Cena turn face on SmackDown. And it was like, why do we turn now? Is he going to turn back to heel? Is Cody going to turn heel? No. So no double turn. But still, a pretty damn good match. They fight in the crowd. They fight... over the ring, then they go up the ramp into the crowd, and then, we don't know where the hell they are, and then Cena has Cody in the AA as they're coming up the Cody Vader. That was epic! And then he hits an AA on the stage. Ow! He launched him in the air. Cena picks up Cody, they go back to the ring. He picked him up again. Like, I gotta go back to the ring. Using my Super Cena strike. Cody sends him to the table in the corner, hits another crossroads for a near fall, and then a chair to the head, mind you, knocks Cena for a loop. Cody takes the turnbuckle pad off. I mean, 3 times in the freaking night, turnbuckle pad comes off. Shot to Cena's hands, ow, in front of his face, and like, boom. That had to hurt. That doesn't get a cover, and then another shot connects. The fans not liking this version of Cody. Cody's like, I was like, that's the start of the heel turn. I was like, he doesn't give a shit. Like 3 shots. Actually, 2 shots. The 3rd shot is loaded up. Cena pulls him into the SCF with the bottom rope. Nice. Kind of a little emanate, Cena's turn that, used that before. He gets, ooh, maga, back in the day. That gets reversed as well, so Cody hits back-to-back crossroads for a near fall. I don't know how fucking Cena kicked out of that. Cena uses Super Cena strike. Once again, Cody's like, ah! Ah! So stunned. And with nothing else working, can't even use the kitchen sink, Cody grabs the belt, goes to the big shot like John did at WrestleMania 41, back a couple months ago. He missed the shot, which allows Cena to hit not 1, but 2 AAs. And then he takes the belt, like, fuck this. Then the crowd's like, yeah, finish him off, John! and he goes up top for the Super AA. He hits that. Cody kicks out at 2. Damn it! Then another table is loaded up, but then Cody reverses another Super AA into a Cody Kessa! Bang! Through the table, and then Cena is up in about like 5 seconds. No sold that shit. And then Cody hits another crossroads. 1, 2, 3. We have a new SmackDown Unified Champion once again for, I believe, the second time. Cody! MDK Cody, you bitch! No! So Cody wins. We're pissed. We're about to riot. The match was great still. 3.5 out of 5 stars. 37.5-minute match. Long match. The one of the pay-per-view ended like after 10 o'clock. It's around 9, after 9, I should say, not 10, but anyway, so we get that. And then, I'm about to lose my voice. And then after the match, Cena hands Cody the belt, says something in his ear, "You still suck." So I guess he passed the torch to Cody, kind of like how, take that back. How Rock passed the torch to Cena, and then Hogan passed the torch to Rock. Way back when. We gotta remember all that. So he kind of did that. So then Cody leaves. Cena's in the ring. We got a "Thank you, Cena" chant. And he's all ready to go. But then we hear the music of Brock Lesnar. And everybody's like, "Ah! Beastie!" Beastie comes out. Freaking cowboy hat. Long freaking hair. A little man bun in the back. He looks great. Cena's like, "Oh, shit." We're going back to 2012. And Beastie just goes around the ring. Takes his jacket off. I think he took his vest off, too. Takes his cowboy hat off, puts it down, gets to the ring. Cena doesn't even do nothing. I mean, really? I mean, they kind of start fighting a little bit, but then Cena gets F5 to hell. So everybody's like, why was Brock there? He's involved in this Janelle Grant Vince McMahon case. So it kind of like, but it makes sense though, because Cena's now, he's got 4 months left, as Cole said. Why not run it back one more time? I don't think they're going to do it in Paris. I think they're going to do it at Crown Jewel in Australia in October. Cena, Brock, one last time. They're going to have some title with it. So that'll probably be Cena's actual final match. Supposed to be Cena's final match. It's not. It's going to be in December in Boston on Saturday Night's Main Event. I don't know what date that is, but I wonder who after Brock. I mean, who's left? I would just run it back. Saturday Night's Main Event in December in Boston. Cena, Punk one more time. Or Cena, Roman one more time. That'd be nice. Roman will smash him, send him out. It was his fucking hometown. Well, then again, they might let him win. I don't want him to beat Roman. I'd rather him beat Punk. Or maybe go after Seth Rollins with his title. I don't know, but we'll go after Cody. Yeah, who knows? But the next 4 months with Cena is going to be pretty interesting. I'm interested. So, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Beastie tonight, or maybe most likely on SmackDown. And again, tonight, I mean, it's in Brooklyn, so who knows? Tonight, could be on SmackDown, wherever that is on Friday night. But I think we're going to get one more time Brock Lesnar and John Cena. Probably a crown fool in October. We'll see what happens with that. That was a pretty shocking ending, and it pretty much saved the show. Even though the show was great until Cody won, of course, and then Brock comes out. The show's great again. So we get that. All right, guys, that is it. SummerSlam Night 2, I thought was pretty good. Night 1 was much better, I think. In my eyes, Night 1 was way better, and I gave Night 1 7.5 out of 10 stars. Night 2, I gave a pretty standard 7 out of 10 stars. Overall, ladies and gentlemen, SummerSlam, I gave SummerSlam 7.5 out of 10 stars overall. But Night 1 was way better than Night 2, in my opinion. I mean, still, Night 2 was great until Cody won. And then they had to get saved by Brock. So back-to-back nights, somebody came back and had to save the show from pretty much getting ruined. That's that. Alright, Raw's on the air now. I don't always know what's happening right now. I'm late. I didn't put my scream on yet, so I'm going to put it on right now. So I'll be back probably tomorrow with your Raw review, but enjoy Raw tonight. It should be a great show from the Barclays Center. If you're there, have fun. You get home pretty quick, unless you leave late. Getting on the train, depending on how the trains run, after like 10:30, 11 o'clock, you should get home. If I was going, it's a hop, skip, and jump away from me. All I have to do is get on the train. Get on the train, take it to my stop. The buses usually, they might be a little bit sporadic, but it's not fine. I can go to one of my 2 stops. I can go to my second stop, take the shortcut home when I'm home in like 25 minutes. Instead of waiting for the bus and getting home in like 45 minutes. That's on at night, because the buses run sporadic at night. Around like 8, 9 o'clock. Like really around 9 o'clock, they run sporadically. Which sucks, but it is what it is. So, but thankfully I have a shortcut. Or I could take an Uber home if I wanted to, but... But in any case, have fun at the Barclays Center tonight. I wish I was there with you guys, but I'm not. I'll be at the Hammerstein in December, so, hang out with me and cheer me on and, worship me and acknowledge me. If you want to take pictures, you're going to have to pay $5 for that shit. $10. Ladies, you're free. As always, if you want a picture with me, ladies, you get it for free. With a little smoochy smooch? I'm kidding. What am I? Even though Rosa takes the picture. Unless I go by myself, I take the picture. I have somebody take a picture for me. But I digress on that. But anyway, have fun at the Barclays Center. Raw's on the air. Let's see what happens tonight as the road to Paris begins. Should be an amazing show. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time. Peace.